few minutes. We started this panel with a lightning round. We're going to finish it with a lightning round. Last question, and we'll come down the row from you, Lord Mayor. If you had a magic wand, wouldn't that be nice? If you had a magic wand and you could change one thing to accelerate climate action in the next year, what would it be?
Well, I think in my city, one of the issues is transportation. With such a large city, sprawling, and a large country, it's very difficult to use public transport across our nation. And it would be amazing if we could electrify our fleets. The council's done it, much of the government has done it, but the community hasn't yet got there. Magic wand.
So we have very many challenges where we come from, and it's a very different set of problems that we're dealing with. And I've said the inclusion thing over and over again, but also let's have access to the data to help our policymakers make the right decision. Let's have access to the data to support challenge-based innovation around climate action. One of the things we launched yesterday was a DPI to enable different individuals with ideas around the climate space start to do it. I think the complexity of starting to build out climate projects makes it very difficult for your regular Ugandan, or in many cases many other Africans, to actually build things. So one, I would reduce the complexity of the whole climate action process, make it a very straightforward, rewards-based activity, and be able to get everyone involved in it.
Fantastic. What about your magic wand? What are you going to do?
Would it be impolitic to say regime change?
Yes, but you can say it anyway.
I'm just asking hypothetically for a friend. Here's what I will tell you. I want to say those Tanager satellites that are hyperspectrally imaging those methane plumes, they cost a tiny fraction of what a traditional satellite costs, and they were all entirely privately philanthropically funded by colleagues, including Mike Bloomberg, as you mentioned, Vice President Gore. And I think we need a lot more of them. I think the lesson of this moment is let's take the power of the private sector to build assets for the public sector. That's the thing I'd love to see, is more resources for that.
Magic wand's over to you, Linda.
Okay, magic wand would eliminate, I think, the time mismatch between climate data and financial data. Right now, this 2-year lag between when you actually make an investment and have some sort of action and then to see results. I think that if policymakers and investors could see emissions impact and investment impact in sync, the way you would see market prices and interest rates, I think that would actually really significantly change how climate capital is deployed. So immediate accountability that will really create, I think, a positive feedback loop for climate investments and action.
Great. James, what would you do with your magic wand?
Place the best tools and the most advanced capabilities in the hands of the developing countries, and as Andrew said, and the capacity to use them. And that's exactly why we reached out to Climate Trace, Planet, and other partners to launch this consortium to really do that. And again, thanks to Uganda for stepping up to be our first pilot country.
Well, we started with the UNFCCC. We're closing with UNFCCC. I want to thank all of those who work at UNFCCC and UNEP and the other parts of the UN. Thank all of you on this panel for a great conversation. Thanks again to my partner, Gavin McCormick, and all the coalition members of Climate Trace for working so hard to make this possible. And on behalf of the team at Climate Trace, all of our coalition members, I want to thank all of you in this audience for the important work that so many of you are doing. And to everyone in the audience today, thank you for being a part of this event. Obrigado.